We've heard about IQ, intelligence, and Daniel Goleman wrote about EQ, emotional intelligence, and being emotionally intelligent. But now, Ryan, you're talking to us about CQ, cultural intelligence.
That's right.
What is that, and why is it important for Christian workers?
Yeah, well, a lot of Christian workers probably haven't heard about CQ as much as EQ or IQ.
Sure.
But the truth is that there's been more than 20 years of research about CQ. And so researchers and academics have been writing about it extensively. And there's so much information about how we as Christian workers can also grow in our cultural intelligence.
So what is cultural intelligence? And I'll come to the growth part.
So cultural intelligence is really the ability to adapt in diverse situations. It's taking kind of where you come from and encountering a diverse situation and being able to change, to be able to adapt to that new environment.
And honestly, Ryan, we're talking and meeting with people from different contexts all the time. We live in a globalized world, right?
Yeah.
So this is not just for workers overseas, this is for us as we work in the gospel work anywhere.
Yeah, right. It could be in our own neighborhoods. You know, it could be in our nation where we live. It could be very much 10,000 kilometers away. Exactly. You know, we find ourselves in these diverse situations no matter where we are today, right?
Yes, true. So how would I grow my cultural intelligence then?
Yeah, well, that's the good news, is everyone can grow in their cultural intelligence. It's not a static line. So the main thing really, and it starts with drive. You know, what is our desire to engage people that are different than ourselves? So it really starts with our drive. And then secondly, it's our knowledge. You know, how do we understand and grow about people that are different?
So motivation,
motivation, knowledge, and then next we put it into a strategy. How are we going to prepare for that engagement? How are we going to prepare for that conversation with our neighbor that's from a different nation than we are? Awesome. And then lastly, it's action. We put all these things to work and we go out and do it.
Yes, awesome. That's very helpful, Ryan, and I believe in your plenary session, you've talked about it at length, so we could come back to this. Beloved workers in the gospel work and God's work, and those who need to cross culture to preach the gospel everywhere. We are to be culturally intelligent. Our model of that is our Lord Jesus Christ, who understood the cultures, who had the motive to understand others and enough knowledge and embraced others. And we have the great example of the Apostle Paul and many others in Scripture who effectively witnessed and shared the gospel in culturally different and hostile settings to deliver the message of Christ. So God bless you. Work on that. Subscribe to our channel and keep tuned for other videos on how we are to act and work for God and be ministers for such a time as this.